Hello, everybody. Today we have the FOMC meeting. We are expecting a lot of volatility. So let's take a look at the charts and see what we can cook up here and potential play out here for BTC. So as far as I'm seeing right now, we are in this range, and we can see that BTC is right now above that range. And I think what would be a really cool play if this 50 basis points hike comes out, right? We do get some degree of a pump. And then when Powell, hits the mic, I think that he'll continue to have some hawkish language that could then give us some degree of a retracement. So I actually took the fractal from the last FOMC meeting, and it looks like this. Okay, so if we go ahead and take a look here, what would we then have? A nice deviation to the upside, take out these previous highs, which we did a little bit already, but these areas here that I've highlighted represent areas of liquidity. So come up here, grab these areas of liquidity, bounce off this daily fair volume gap here, reject down, hit this trend line that we've had, and also the midpoint of the range. We have a naked point of control here, as well as an untapped daily in this general zone here. So I think this would be a really nice play. And then two, just to add on Confluence, the value area here, is at about 17.3. So, if we go ahead and extend that line, like, I think it would be really nice to get that move up, back test the zone, get back up here, and then reject down, and just generally maybe put in a range here, put in a ascending triangle, or then have a greater retracement. We'll have to kind of wait and see what the rest of the week gives us. This will kind of give us a volatile movement, give us an idea of some direction, and then price can sort of go ahead and do what it was going to do in the first place. But I will say, looking at this here, I don't see a lot for like a bearish setup here, other than the potential deviation where we come down, back test, and then have continuation to the downside. But we do have some bearish divergences starting to form here on like the 1 hour, 2 hour, and you can see here, and I think that there's a lot of lows here that are sort of asking to be taken out. We have a lot of positive delta on the market. If there was no FOMC meeting today, I would definitely be looking to short this zone, and I wouldn't even expect it to go this high. I would very much look for something like this and a deviation, back test, and then continuation to the downside. Given it's the FOMC meeting, of course, we're going to have a greater degree of volatility. See like a whipsaw candle like this, and then I would assume price would essentially range within that zone for some time until it makes a decision on a direction, right? So this is my plan for the FOMC meeting today. Grab liquidity to the upside, have a move down, range for a time, and then decide which way we're going to go. But there is a lot, like I said, there are a lot of lows here to be taken out. There's a lot of positive delta in the market, easy to grab liquidity to the downside. If we don't get the continuation to the upside, I would definitely be expecting a move down. One more thing I want to take a look at. I've shared this chart quite a few times. If we look at this as being a range, and this could be a possible deviation, right? Where we come up here, we gain acceptance back into the range, and then we have continuation where then we just simply rotate, continue to rotate the range once again, making this then all a deviation. This move really wouldn't surprise me. And if we were going to have potential for it, I think it would be now. We can really start to see that forming. But at the same time, though, like looking at this chart cleanly, there's just a lot of lows here that I could definitely see get taken out. Okay, I could definitely see a move down to take out these lows before then, having continuation or doing something else otherwise. But if in the event we do get this move up, a back test of this channel, I would definitely look for some degree of a long pending this trend line. Just gaining acceptance back in here in general, I think would be a really, really big move. Okay, so this is a really pivotal area, and we'll just have to kind of wait and see how that's going to play out here. Okay, taking a look at LTC, absolutely falling off a cliff. I've been like pretty bearish on LTC for a while. And we've been looking for some solid entries here. Well, BTC is, at a nice high. LTC is dropping down. I would very much hope, at least in this move, if we were to get a move back up here or even higher or something to the upside during the FOMC, if we do get that pump on BTC, LTC would be one of the first coins I would look to short, and this is exactly why here. I had been saying for some time that LTC looks like it's going to fall off a cliff. Well, it just did. We're seeing that play out right now, where this may act as a first good area of support, but I would ultimately be expecting, to get back down to this zone here. So, continuation back down to, somewhere in here, which depending on what BTC does, if BTC does have a retracement, that move at the very least, I expect to take out, this low here at 71, which is one that I had in mind, but definitely looking at, sort of this lower range down here was sort of my final target for this rising wedge. So we'll have to just wait and see what happens today. It's out of our control. We're just going to have to let the volatility play out and look to trade the aftermath. I would very much encourage you not to take a position before the FOMC meeting. But, later on, let the market close today. Let's see kind of where the pieces lie, and then, look to trade afterwards. If you want to be really aggressive with your trades, again, you can look to trade this potential move to the upside and down. But in the event that we do see continuation, you have to be sure you have a stop loss set in the event that we do see some degree of continuation following the meeting. Okay, so trade safe today, and I'll be in the Discord, and we'll be sure to update you guys as we go along with our day today.